Hi, we're here with Manhattan Fashion Magazine, and we're covering Dundu.n's 2023 New York Fashion Week Immersive Fashion Pop-Up. And we're going to start with one of our great designers here. Anna Z, please introduce yourself and your design label.
Hi everyone, I'm the designer of Anna Z, and I graduated from Parsons Master Fashion Program and founded my own non-gender fashion brand. Last year we joined New York Fashion Week and launched my first collection. And our brand is based on textile design. We have a lot of texture designs based on knitting and printing. So now we have like magazine pulling looks, which are hung here. And recently we just launched our first pre-sale collection, which are totally knitted and ready to wear. So yeah, welcome to visit our exhibition.
Can you show me some of your designs, and if you could explain a little bit about the technology, how this fabric is made, how do you?
Yeah. So for all the pieces about ready to wear, they're all knit fabric that we create this texture by ourselves, and the technique is knit, and we combine embroidery technique on that, and all the patterns are made by ourselves, and the pattern is inspired by a part of human beings. Like this is a lung of a human, and like obviously, this is a hand. Yeah, so we like develop our pattern from person's skin texture, like wrinkles and blood vessels, and develop them into embroidery pattern, and then combine it with our like special knit material. Yeah.
So this is a machine knit, correct?
Yeah, it's machine knit. Yeah, but we like do tons of tasks by like hand knit by ourselves, and then we transfer it into like a machine knit file and then send it to factory. So now we are able to produce them from factory, in a large number.
Are the images, the illustrations, are they computer generated or they're hand drawn originally?
Actually, we do hand drawing first, and then we transfer them into like digital file, which matches like embroidery machine. Yeah, because we want to make sure that on each piece the embroidery pattern are totally the same and very precise. So we do embroidery file at the end. Yeah.
You said you were shown at New York Fashion Week. Which designer did you collaborate with, or you represented yourself?
Sorry, which designer?
Did you collaborate with a designer, or you presented your own collection at New York Fashion Week?
This is Parsons. This is runway, like for all the master's students. So we I'm just a part of the show, the runway, and we have other 13 excellent designers in this runway show together. Yeah.
Amazing, thank you.
Thank you so much.
When did you first get into fashion design?
First get into it was around like 6 years ago. Yeah. I come from China, and I first studied in a design school in Beijing for like 3 years, and then I moved to Milan for 1 year for exchange study, and then I think maybe I fit the study, the fashion industry in America more, so then I applied to Parsons and getting past Parsons Master Program.
Do you like New York?
Yeah, I love it very much. Yeah, like it's very including. Like each kind of people can find a brand which fits them very much. So I think, I really appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, is it okay if we do like a little reportage of this? Okay, So we're with Manhattan Fashion Magazine. We're covering Dundu.n's New York Fashion Week immersive jewelry and fashion pop-up. And we're here with wonderful designs and designers who are here to tell us about it. And we're actually continuing to look at NYZ's designs, which she was telling us about earlier. The unique textiles with hand-drawn designs that are done with a sewing machine. And here we have, who do we have here?
We are Mason Deho.
We
are Mason Deho.
Oh,
Yeah, please come.
go ahead.
Yeah. We are Mason Deho, and this is our Fall/Winter 23 collection, and it's titled "About the Peasants in the Fields of Childhood." And Sue, our designer, she took great inspiration from the stories of her grandmothers telling her from the 1950s and 1960s about peasantry farming. And she utilizes the gorenho not only to represent pragmatism, but also in heritage and farming, as you see in some stylistic cues here in this installation. But it's also to represent the undervalued and underrepresented grandmother that worked on the fields in the 1950s and 1960s. So she wants to inspire younger women to take that same pragmatic approach in achieving and pursuing their aspirations, because as you do so, you should do it relentlessly, but also pragmatically. If you have any questions about the installation or the story itself, feel free to come back to me.
Thank you.
Kangchi over there can help you look at some of the pieces. Please enjoy.
I want to, yes, thank you. I want to look closely at this skirt. I want to look at this design because, first of all, please introduce yourself.
So I am the intern for Mason Deho, and here you can see the print here. You see, this is print about the farmers on the farm on the fields, and here there are two little buckle here, and it actually can put it on your ankle, and it can work with you. And this is the dress for it.
This tells quite a story. So,
and also the window here, cut out here, it's our classic design for this season. The designer did this because that in her childhood, she always looks through the window to see how her grandpas worked on the fields. So that's the design bring her to her childhood. Yes.
what about these pieces?
Yes, these pieces. This is a traditional Chinese pattern. You can see about it. It means good luck, and here is the whole look. And also, the designer did the stripe around the shoulder because in the past, the peasant always carried the basket, so that means about the stripes. You can take a look around there.
Is this the same skirt or a dress? This is
It's
the dress.
a dress, corset pants actually. It's the pants and it's the same prints with that dress. And you can see the buckle here. It's a door lock. It's also a very traditional Chinese door lock here. And then there, we can bring it to there.
Oh wow, what a rich pattern.
Yes, you can see here it also has a window cut out there. And a little detail about our brand, we have a lot of pockets on our every pieces because the designer always hates that women clothes do not have a lot of big pockets and they also always need to take a bag outside. So she make a lot of pockets in every pieces so we can only wear it and do not carry the bags outside.
Very convenient, very smart.
Here is our classic silhouette. You can see it's very wide leg pants and it's twin set, and it can work with you if you work the second patterns layers shows. Yes.
Amazing. This is a fur coat?
Yes, it's full coat here. It has different shines here because the patterns of the fields. Yes, that's the design for the coats.
If I may ask, where do you produce your textiles? Where are they from?
They are all sourced from New York. Yes.
Do you like New York?
Yes, of course.
Why do you like New York?
Because New York is always very open to fashion, very open to new ideas. You can see a lot of interesting people here. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you.
So this is a menu about how to use a hoe, and it's also symbolizes how to use our brands by step.
Today that she is running her first runway show, and we're very excited to post updates later today.
Very nice. I don't know if our code scanners. Tell us about your experience as being featured on New York Fashion Week this year.
It's definitely an honor to be on there, especially as a startup brand and also a new fashion designer. My girlfriend Vivi, she's a super talented designer who always being creative and being hardworking. Also like doing stuff step by step, just like the branding name mentioned. The hoe also symbolizes that. Yeah, I'm proud of her, truly, and yeah.
Wonderful, thank you. Do you like
Thank you.
Do you like New York?
Oh yes, of course. The city is amazing because, not only we have a lot of different kind of people here. I get a chance to meet everybody and knowing everybody that I can, be friends with or working with. It's just amazing lifestyle for me.
Okay. Hi, I'm Madeline. I own my own dress line, Madeline Marie. I hand make all of these dresses here in New York. I started out doing custom work, and this is my first ready-to-wear line that I'm showing to the public. And each dress fits your chest, and so I really put an emphasis on creating relationships with my customers and making sure the dress fits perfectly before it's sent home with them.
Tell us a little bit more about the fabric you use, the texture, the textiles, the patterns you choose. What inspires?
So I love fabric sourcing. That's one of my favorite things about making these dresses is I do vintage. I try to do everything like very sustainable and pick fabrics that will last a lifetime. So a lot of my fabric is either like vintage linens that are upcycled, or I go to the garment district and source from little local shops in New York City. And also I'm from Dallas. So a lot of my fabric is kind of inspired from Dallas and that kind of like country culture. And so each dress is its own fabric, and so a lot of them are either one-offs or unique, and then some of my like taffetas and stuff I can make multiple sizes of, but I just love to keep each piece very unique and let it tell its own story.
Wonderful. What is your favorite if you had to pick?
I think this is kind of a newer style, but I love the mixture of these 3 different shades of fabric, and so this is taffeta, so it would be able to be remade, but this was one of my very first dresses that I made, and this is a vintage curtain that I smocked by hand, and this has always been like one of my favorites that I've worn all the time.
Absolutely beautiful.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Do you like New York?
I love it so much. I've been here for 4 years, and I could live here forever. It's amazing.
Hi, I'm Julia. We're here with Manhattan Fashion Magazine with a Dundu.n show, which I just learned how to pronounce. So we're with Dundu.n, the organizers of this great event. This is New York Fashion Pop-Up. And the cool thing about this is the designers here inside are actually showing on New York Fashion Runway right now as we speak with New York Fashion Week, which is actually really exciting. And we got to interview some of them so they could tell us their impression of just generally being here in New York, being here with the New York Fashion Week, So it's actually exciting to be at the center of the world right now, the center of fashion, center of the arts. Exactly, on Broadway. So stick with us. We're going to have more interviews coming up, and we're going to have more coverage on New York Fashion Week this whole week. Thank you. You're ready to talk about your designs, about your beautiful jewelry. Okay, we're here with Manhattan Fashion Magazine. Please introduce yourself and your company.
Hi everyone, I'm Mona. I come from China, and this is my brand, Mona Jewelry. We come from 2019 until right now is 4th year. All our inspiration come from the ocean culture. every time sales, we will donate 20% for the cultural protect. So you will see all the jewelry set here. I pick up from my diving trip. Yeah.
Tell us about this necklace design here.
Yeah, this collection named the waves. So you will see the form is like the waves. I want to bring the nature to touch the body, and I want everyone will protect our nature, protect the ocean.
Amazing, amazing.
And those part is my favorite. The transparent part is a clear quartz, so it's all handmade. You will see, we polish the quartz like a shells. You will feel the shells is on your finger. It's so shining.
The jewelry feels very gentle, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Thanks so much. This collection is named Timeless, so everyone is so classic. It's very simple, very classic, and can fit everyone. Whatever you're a man, a girl, or something, you can wear it. Also for those, they are all nature gem. For example, the green part is jade. It's real jade, but it's not high quality, but it's very unique. And all the necklaces are unique. Each one is different. So we also use a freshwater pearl to match with the gem. So it's so cool. It's super match for the summer.
I love freshwater pearls.
Oh, this is our handmade ring. You will see all the tiny pearl, probably around 2 millimeter. It's so tiny, so we spend a lot of time to make it. All stuff is handmade. Thank you. It's freshwater pearl earring. It's very huge. It's very shiny and elegant.
I'm sorry, I gotta say I love your nails.
Thank you.
They're beautiful.
This top is a timeless collection. You will see some detail, even though it's very simple earring. Thanks so much.
I'm asking everybody, so do you like New York?
Sure, I love New York. Even though I started in Paris before, but I prefer New York. I love people here. Everyone is so, I don't know how to say, everyone is so different and so many different kind of culture, so I love New York.
We're here with the organizer of the event. What is your name?
My name is Jia Jia. I'm founder of the Dundu.n International. And the concept, I personally have been PR doing runway for 4 years. So we come up this idea because we want to do for emerging brands to like fashion really down to the ground, touch people, more interactions with people. Yeah, that's basically why our team want to found this company. And this is the first pop-up we have launched, only exclusive for New York Fashion Week. We want Fashion Week be very inclusive, and yeah, that's basically it. And touch the ground.
What was your experience putting together this show?
You mean this show?
Yes.
So as my working experience, I know those designers before, so I feel like even though they have many like price exposure, like magazine exposure, I feel like this is the first time most of them come to the real life, other than only online. So yeah, so I gather all my talented designer friends to come out together, and they're doing this. Yeah.
What are your plans? What are your hopes for the future?
So for our company, we're definitely gonna do more pop-ups in the future, and yeah, we also keep doing PR, prize, etc. service. Hope to help more emerging brands to be glow. Yeah.
Do you like New York? What do you like about it?
New York York is very diversity, and I like. You will never know what's gonna happen in next minute. Yeah, that's how New York make people feel confident, can show our creativity, and it's very inclusive. That's why everyone loves New York, definitely.
So my name is Cheng Zhao, and my brand is Soft Noise Studio. It's a Brooklyn-based wearable sculpture brand. So my background is in fine arts. So I started as a sculptor, but I started to kind of like dive into small sculpture because most of sculpture, when you made it, you put them on the pedestal, right? You never have a really intimate relationship with your observer or viewer. However, when you're making them into a small metal, there is an intimate relationship once like me as an artist versus a viewer. So that's how I slowly delve into wearable sculpture and build my brand.
Amazing. Tell us more about these collection of rings, please.
Yeah, so those are all handmade. It's all starting with wax. So I make wax mold first, and then using the most ancient technique, louse wax casting, and have them into silver.
That is an ancient technique. I learned about this.
Yeah, it's an ancient technique. Yeah, and I also love the element of capturing the ephemeral moment, right? So when I grew up next to an archaeology museum. And I feel like I'm always very attracted to objects that from thousands of years ago, but you can still feel a temperature from people who have used the object. So that's similar to a silver. The motion or the moment when I interact with this, some of those even have my fingerprint, right? It's being captured, like those ephemeral moments is being captured by treasured object that can travel through time for thousands of years. So I think that's also very special and why I love this material.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Did you go to school in New York?
No, I actually went to school in Carnegie Mellon, study fine arts. Yeah.
Do you like New York?
Yeah, I met most of my friends or my chosen family in New York. Yeah, that's also how I got into fashion because most of my friends are actually fashion designers. So slowly we started to find a community and do more and more jewelries, collaborations, music. I love, yeah.
And it's great that you're wearing your.
Yes. I'm like this brand is called Baba House. It's my friend's brand. So I'm like trying to dress up, support like all of the community. Yeah.
Thank you so much. It was wonderful. It was amazing.
Website?
Yeah, the website is softnoisestudio.com. Yeah.
And we just came out of Dundu.n New York Fashion Week pop-up, jewelry and fashion pop-up, amazing show. These designers are shown at New York Fashion Week runway as we speak right now. And I really enjoy this. I got a whole bunch of gifts. I got these really cool gifts from the designers. I'm not sure what it is yet. We'll check it out. We'll do the unboxing at home. But I got some amazing stuff. And we will continue going through New York City today. We're going to check out events. We're going to check out everything that's happening today. Thank you for staying with us. And thank you. And stay current with us on the greatest things happening in Manhattan, in New York City. Thank you.